Ben.
Oh, good.
Good, Tony. You'll enjoy it.
I know I would.
Ben.
Oh, good.
Good, Tony.
Okay,
You'll enjoy it.
we're live now, folks.
Okay.
Hello? Where? Okay, we're live now, folks.
Okay.
Oh, okay, I did. Okay, all right. So now what do I do now? To start the meeting? My little icon down here on the bottom. And then I clicked on the camera. My Zoom meeting's right here.
Yeah, I think
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
we'll put later also. Because you only had you.
I didn't do anything, John. All I did was hit the live button, like you said. The more, hit the more. And,
Tell them there's a initiation.
all right, so I just read and start my meeting now?
Is he aware of the initiation?
All right,
Now,
I'm going to read the introduction.
Okay.
And then I'll bring in the applicant and his engineer.
Okay.
So the board meeting of the Earthwork Board is being conducted remotely, consistent with Governor Baker's executive order of March 12, 2020. Due to the current state of emergency in the Commonwealth due to the outbreak of COVID-19 virus. In order to mitigate transmission of the COVID-19 virus, the town of Northborough has been advised and directed by the Commonwealth to suspend public hearings, public gatherings, and as such, the governor's order suspends the requirement of the open meeting law to have all meetings in a publicly accessible physical location. All members of the Earthwork Board are allowed and encouraged to participate for the Earthwork Board to meet entirely remotely as access is afforded to the public along with the deliberation of the meeting. These are encouraged to follow along using the posted agenda unless the chair knows otherwise. The members of the public who wish to view the live stream meeting can do so by going to the Northborough Remote Meetings on YouTube via the link listed in the agenda. Ensuring public access does not, unless such participation is required, meeting will feature public comments. Okay, so the members all need to say aye when I call your name to let everyone know you're present. Tony Pini,
Aye.
Janet Sands,
Aye.
Ron Doucette.
aye,
Thank you.
aye.
All right, so the hearing that we have before us tonight is regarding 50 Southwest Cutoff, presented by James Tatro, representing 8688 Main Street LLC. I will ask James to join us now. Hello, James, can you hear me? James? How about Nick?
He's on my screen. It looks like he's still muted.
Okay. Here comes Nick. Hello, Nick, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
All right, you don't have video?
It's not working right now.
Okay, well, that's all right, we can do it without. James, can you hear me? Is Tim phone number ending in 099?
That's James.
That's James. Oh, so James is, okay.
James is 099. Tim is, his phone number, it would be 131 if he's on his phone.
Okay, well, I'm not getting, James is not muted, but I'm not hearing anything from him.
There we go.
Hey, Nick.
Oh, there he is. Oh, that's Nick.
That's Nick. Evening, Nick.
Good evening.
How about James? You there? How about now, James?
Hello?
Hey, James, there you are.
Okay.
He's on the
Sorry
phone.
about,
You're on the phone and your computer?
well, I'm watching via computer.
All right, well, I got you twice for some reason. Do you have the ability to put up a plan?
Yes, sure. If you'll allow me to share,
Which am I allowing to share, the James Tatro or the 099 on the phone?
well, I clicked it, so let's see if this will work. Oops.
Oh, we're getting
Here.
something, James. All right.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Terrific.
Okay, James, have at it.
Sure. So I'm James Tatro, representing 86 to 88 Main Street LLC. And folks, the application you have before you is for an earthwork permit for the work necessary to develop the site at 50 Southwest Cutoff. What you see before you on the screen is the existing conditions plan. It's a 2.76 acre site located on the west side of Southwest Cutoff, which is Route 20, at that street address. And until just recently, when existing buildings were demolished, these small office that I'm rotating the crosshairs on and the manufacturing building here, until recently, this was a facility for Del Greco masonry supply. But it was purchased by the applicant, and the applicant is proposing to develop this site as a contractor's yard use. And I'm going to jump to another plan here to show you the proposed work on the grading plan. So here again is that same 2.76 acre site, and this is what the applicant proposes. Now, there are two existing driveways, one down here at the north end of things at the low end, and another one sort of toward the middle of the site here. We're going to have one driveway in and out here at the south end of the frontage because that's the highest point. This is near a local high point of the road, and this gives us the best site distance. And we actually, just to give you a little background, we filed with Mass DOT already, went through part of the process, and they agreed that this was the best spot. And they liked that we were reducing two driveways to one, that they always, for whatever reason, have a bias in that direction. So what the applicant is proposing is to grade the site and to create two new buildings, one in this area, 9,600 square feet, 160 by 60, and one further north of 7,000 square feet, 140 by 50. And as I said, these two buildings would serve as contractors' yard uses, which might be things like a plumber, an electrician, on another similar facility in a different town. They have a company that does insulation. These are the sorts of things that use these spaces. And the applicant is going to, because we're bringing things up to snuff with the present day standards, the very steep driveway that used to come in here in the middle of the site and go up, that would be much steeper than we could actually propose here. So we're proposing just a maximum 5% grade coming up actually from the high point, but this still requires us to do some cutting. And so the net material balance on site is that we're going to create a net surplus of 10,400 cubic yards of material. And that is just coming up from this high point at 5%, putting this building at a reasonable grade, working down a little bit to this building. And just to give a little more background, we're going to definitely improve the site conditions. Right now, the site drains partly to Route 20, Southwest Cutoff, a little bit to the property to the north, which the applicant in a different corporate name also owns, and a lot to the west. And there's no drainage system on site, nothing. What we're going to do is we're going to install a series of catch basins here, etc., throughout the site. Catch basins will pick up runoff, send it to drain manholes, which will send it to a filtration unit. And this structure at the north end of the site is an infiltration structure that is going to take all the collected stormwater runoff up to a 10-year storm, which is a 4.6-inch rainstorm. It's all going to infiltrate in anything smaller than that storm. That's how much rain has to come before you're going to get some piped outflow from this structure. So we're going to very much improve the situation there, and we're going to have a new septic system over here. And the net result of just doing this, having, I think, pretty typical parking lot area grades, nothing exceeds 5%, is that we do need to cut down the site some, and we do create some surplus of material. We're also going to do a little cutting in the Route 20 right-of-way here, where I'm moving the crosshairs, because right now some of this is a little steeper than we want this to be a maintainable slope, a slope that can just be grass. We want it to be 3-to-1. And right now, some of this is steeper than that. So we'll end up doing a little bit of cutting along Route 20 here. But primarily, we're bringing down the hill in the area of the larger building. But we're just doing it to keep normal parking lot grades. And that's how we're arriving at that net surplus of 10,000 and change cubic yards. The applicants would move the material via Southwest Cutoff Route 20 to destinations both north and south, and they would do so during normal working hours. We had a site plan special permit process, and that was a big focus of their review, was just what hours things would be done on site, and we are not asking for anything unusual, anything outside of the town's usual bylaw standards. And as I say again, we're not going to be taking anything over any smaller road or inconveniencing anyone unreasonably. It's going to take Route 20 and go to where their destination is. So I'll ask if Nick Muskoff, also on the line, wants to add anything that I'm forgetting to point out, but I would leave it at that.
I don't have anything else to add, James.
Okay. We'll just try and answer your folks' questions to the best we can.
I have a question, Ron Doucette.
Go ahead.
Okay, what do you do when it's a rainy day and the trucks are hauling dirt away to clean up the highway there? What kind of cleanup do you have for the tires and the equipment?
Sure, that's a good question. And the area you see right here with the honeycomb hatching, I'm going to actually zoom in just a little bit, so bear with me just a second. This is a proposed site entrance mat. We've got a detail later on in the sheet set of this, and that is so that trucks going out onto Route 20 won't carry mud from the site onto the pavement and have it end up who knows where. But we are proposing a standard site entrance mat to address that. And the other symbol that you see, all the little rectangles, this is our erosion control barrier symbol. So you see we propose a barrier all along Route 20. And also along the neighbor Del Greco. And I should just quickly point out, when you bring up an erosion control issue, that this site is not near any wetlands, and we're not filing a order of conditions, but this is just the same standard implementation of erosion control barriers as we would propose to a conservation commission.
So you're going to close up both existing driveways, and the trucks will go out the new driveway?
I can't say that 100% that's going to be the case of the construction process, because, for instance, while things are just started and the easily accessible driveway here has not been closed up, a truck there, so I have to add a caveat in that the intention is that the primary construction entrance is here at the proposed new entrance, but I wouldn't want to give you an absolutist answer and say no truck will.
Northerly entrance for truck traffic that could bring mud out onto the street.
Sure.
Need another tracking pad, or at least some stone over there.
Yep.
So we can just keep an eye on that. Just know that that'll be necessary if in fact that gets used.
Fair enough. We acknowledge that.
Any other questions?
Are there any more questions or for the board members?
No, I'm all set. I'm good with it.
Tony?
None.
You want to open it up to the audience and see if anybody has any, I see that Tim is here now. Do you want me to bring Tim in? See if he wants to add anything? Nick?
Sure. He's been trying to get in the whole time, I guess.
Okay.
Do we have any of the butters?
I don't know. There's there's 4 people on the attendees list. I don't recognize any of them as abutters, but as soon as Tim unmutes himself, then we can see if he has anything to add, and if not, we will open it up to the people that are as attendees, see if there are any other questions. Otherwise, we can talk about wrapping it up.
Tim Shea, I obviously missed some of this, so it's just so nice to be included.
Thank you, Tim. I apologize for the delay in getting you brought in as a panelist.
No problem.
Your boys did a great job presenting the plan. Do you have anything you'd like to add?
Let's get the show on the road.
Okay. All right. So if anyone, I'm just kind of taking over, Janet. I apologize. If anyone who's in attendance and can hear us has any questions, please raise your hand and we'll allow you to talk and ask your question. Otherwise, I will ask the board to deliberate some conditions. Okay, I don't see any hands.
Hey, Fred,
Yep.
I just thought of a question. Is there going to be any heavy equipment stored at this site?
You mean after the construction is done?
Yes.
Well, it is a contractor's yard, so that's possible. I don't know if Nick or Tim want to weigh in on that, if they plan to keep any of their own equipment there.
Not at this time.
Okay.
We don't know who our future tenants are.
You're not in the screen center. You're not in the center screen.
I guess the question is,
Well, that's
do
not-
you have any heavy equipment, and are you planning to have an office there and keep equipment on site?
no.
We don't think so, no.
Okay, that's good enough for me. How about you, Ron? That okay with you?
Yeah, I don't remember when I was looking at the plans. Does the manholes have sand filtering and oil filtering?
Yes, they do. It has all the appropriate water quality structures in order to meet the DEP standards.
All right, thank you.
I'm gonna make a motion that we issue an order, a earth removal permit for 8688 Main Street LLC.
Just before there's a second on that, would you like me to give you the bond amount that I calculated earlier today?
That would be helpful.
All right, I did review the application, and it indicates that there is 2.6 acres of land that's going to be disturbed. Using the formula that we always use, I estimated the bond at $14,000.
That's fine with us.
So that's the only thing I need to add. The other conditions that we always have in there about tracking pads, hours of operation, they will all be in there as standard conditions. Unless the board, and if the board has anything else they'd like to add on top of that, because it's on Route 20, there's not a lot of direction for the truck traffic, but if there's anything else, let me know and I will add it.
I make a motion that we make a motion. Tony, you want to make a motion?
Sure. I propose that we approve the application for the permit at 50 Southwest Cutoff in the amount of $14,000.
I second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right.
Tony?
I'm sorry,
Tony?
Janet, but the rules with Zoom meeting
Yeah.
is that you have to do a roll
I
call
hear
vote.
you. Tony, what do you say?
Yes.
Ron, what do you say?
Yes.
Janet says yes.
And Tom,
Yes.
thank you.
It's
All
Tony.
right, that is it. Hearing's closed. I will ask the board to stop by or to let me know how you'd like to make arrangements to sign the permit. And then as soon as the bond is posted, you guys can go to work.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Call me
Thank
if you
you,
have any
guys.
questions, Tim.
Yep, we will. Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right, thank you.
Yep, good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.
So the board needs to do a few other things. We're all still here, right?
Brad, can you take down the picture?
James will do that. James had shared the picture. I just need to,
Yeah.
mute.
Okay, did everybody read the minutes for, let's see, we got two sets of minutes.
Yeah,
One for November and one for, what is the other one for?
October 7th.
October, yeah. Did everybody read the minutes for October 7th?
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah.
Any questions?
No.
Okay. We want to make a motion to accept the minutes?
I move that we approve the minutes of October 7th, 2020.
I second
Second.
it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And we also have minutes for, I believe, November 25th?
You need to do a roll call for all your votes.
Oh, yes. Ron, what do you say?
Yes.
Tony, what do you say?
Yes.
Tom Beals?
Yes.
Janet says yes.
I then make a motion that we approve the minutes of November 25th, 2020.
Second.
All those in favor?
Ron, yes.
Tony, yes.
Janet, yes.
Tom Beals, yes.
Okay, in the package that you got, besides the minutes, was a spreadsheet list. If anybody has any questions about anything on the list, ask me now or reach out to me tomorrow if you have specific questions. Not a whole lot going on right now. This, you can see that we only issued 5 permits last year. So it was kind of a light year due to COVID-19. So hopefully this year there'll be a little more construction. Any questions on the spreadsheet?
When is the best time for people to come down and sign the permit?
Whenever you want. We're here 8 to 4 Monday through Friday. The hours change a little bit with COVID. If I'm not here, if you call the office and talk to Michelle, she's
Okay.
in Debbie's place. I'll make sure that she has the permit and she'll run down to the door and allow you to sign it. Or
Okay.
if you want to come to the front door right near the office, that works too. Just let her know where you're at.
Oh, okay.
And if you need me to bring it to any of you, I can do that as well.
Okay.
Oh, you're a nice guy. You're a nice guy.
Thanks.
Sounds
The other
like an
thing-
excuse to get out of the office.
The sites have to be visited sometime.
Uh-huh.
The other thing in your package was a list of possible tentative meeting dates throughout the year. If anybody knows that they're going to be on vacation or not able to attend, not that anybody's traveling anywhere, just throw it out there. I have set it up for, I believe that I asked Melanie to put it on the list for the 3rd Wednesday of every month. Except for February, which is listed as the 4th Wednesday because the Conservation Commission beat me to our dates and there's only one webinar license, so we can't have 2 webinars at the same time on the same night. So if we need to have a meeting in February, it will be on the 24th unless there's a problem for all of you.
Okay. No, 24th looks good.
As of right now, I don't have any new applications, so another week and it won't be possible for somebody to advertise and get on that agenda. So probably there won't be a meeting, but you can call me anytime with questions about anything in particular that you might have.
I am on vacation, but I should be able to join with Zoom if it opens correctly.
It was probably more me than anything else, Tom, so my apologies.
No problems. I went on at like 5:45 and was waiting to get invited in.
That was me. I was having a little trouble getting it going, and it took an extra half hour, so sorry about that, but
No problems.
I
No
just
problems.
need some more
We got there.
I need some more practice, I guess. But the beauty of these Zoom meetings is even if you're on vacation, there's no excuse to miss a meeting now,
Right.
There you go.
unless your wife says so, then all bets are off. That's all I have for all of you. Thank you for your patience and willingness to come in and sign in the next few days. Even next week would be good. Just give a call to the office. I'll make sure Michelle has the permit. It's already typed up and ready to go. You just need to sign it. So whenever's good for you is good for us.
I make a motion. Oh, okay.
Okay.
No, I have a question. Regarding signing, Fred, I won't be able to be in until probably towards the end of the week, unfortunately. But I wanted to ask, is it allowed if to do something on signing via email? In other words, send a note to you and say that I give you permission to proxy my signature on the document, just to say, to expedite these things if we need to.
Well, the answer to your question is I don't really know. It hasn't come up. Typically, they don't need to be expedited so quickly that you can't wait a week. I know that Tim has to put his bond together, and we don't generally give the permit out until the bond is posted. So I think a week is more than a reasonable amount of time for the board to wait to get together to sign. I will check on the permission to sign electronically and see how that falls in the legal status. I don't know. It hasn't come up with the planning board or the zoning board as far as I know. Some of the boards have, in order to make it easier, allowed the chairman to sign for everyone. This board has in the past always had everyone sign individually, just as a matter of consistency. So I just as soon keep things the way they always are. Guy who doesn't like change, but that's not to say it couldn't change. In this case, next week would be fine, Tony.
Okay, yeah, probably I'm down the Cape, so it'll just be towards the end of the week when I get back home. And if we ever have a problem in the future, I could always give my proxy to Janet or somebody local to sign if
I will reach out to a couple other staff members that host meetings for other boards and see if it's come up. Typically, there's a 21 to 30 day time period before a board has to issue a decision from the close of the hearing. So there's never not been a rush as far as I'm aware. But I will check on it to see if it's necessary. We don't really have it.
Thank you, Fred.
Go ahead.
Okay, are
That's
we
all
all
I have.
set?
Thank you.
I make a motion that we close the meeting.
Second.
Roll
Tony
call.
said yes.
Ron, yes.
Janet, yes.
On Beals, yes.
Thank you all. Fred,
Thank
thank you very much.
Thank you all. I
Thank
appreciate
you,
your
Fred.
patience.
Thank you, Janet.
All right.
Thank you.
Take care. We'll see you around.
Night.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.